All right. So this is kind of episode one of the Common Sense Show TV podcast. I've been doing it on audio for a little bit. Now I'm doing it on video just to see how this works out. Hopefully I can edit it correctly and I can get it on air and all that good stuff. So I missed you guys, first of all. For my podcast listeners, normally, welcome YouTube. Guys, I'm going to bring you on in a little bit. But I have a very interesting topic today. And it's funny because, well, not really funny, but it's different, right? So I'm trolling on Facebook. I went to the coffee shop and got me some coffee, and I go to Facebook and I see this interesting ad or post by Michael Blackson, the comedian, and the ad that the post that he posted was about Nas, the rapper. And Nas has a daughter who's 18 years old, and according to the post, he has given the baby's mother roughly $8 million of child support for 18 years. And now, as I read the post, was that this is what the post read. Now I'll read it to you guys. And so, Michael Blackson had a great caption for it, and he was like, "The bitch blew $8 million. F out of here." And so the post goes, he's given her over $8 million in child support over 18 years. It's a group called Speak On It. They take different topics and they talk about those in their community blogs. But anyway, so Nas's daughter's mother, Carmen Bryan, is jobless and allegedly homeless because child support checks have stopped coming in since their daughter turned 18 years old. Which leads us at the place, hashtag speak on it, because Nas is rich. That's the question. Because Nas is rich, should he take care of his daughter's mother? Or is she on her own now that the baby's not 18 years old? The question was, she's now homeless and sleeping on a friend's couch. Should he help out? That's the question. Let that sink in. Let that marinate a bit like neck bone juice. She's now homeless and sleeping on her friend's couch. Should he help out? And so I posted that. I reposted it on my Facebook. And I got some folks that came in and commented. And I read those comments to you. I'm not going to name her name, but she'll know who it is when she reads it. But it says, girl, bye. Her dumb A. She should have managed a little bit better. He don't owe her nothing. He don't owe her nothing. Not once did it cross her mind to gain some type of skill or get a job or a degree. Nothing. That's the question. You mean nothing? 8 years? 18 years, $8 million. You mean to tell me you couldn't invest it? You couldn't put it in stocks and bonds? Nothing? Over 18 years. It's crazy. So another one of my friends posted on the Facebook post. You know what? I'm not even gonna put any energy into our response, she says. That's a nice home in New York or California. $1 million college tuition at a private institution. 200 G's, a new car every 9 years, 100 grand, plus regular crap for the child for 18 years at 30 grand. Where's the 6 mil at? Why was not 1 million just in a high interest earning account? Why my 15-year-old know if she stacked $200, how much it'll add up to every year? Who raised you? That was her. That was a comment. I love her comment. She's off the hook when she says stuff. And then another friend of mine commented and she said she is on her own. She spent 18 years collecting checks and didn't do anything but sit on her butt. Girl, bye. And so, which kind of intrigued me, and needless to say that all of these comments come from women. You know what I'm saying? You know, of course, dudes are going to have something to say because $8 million, $8 million, man. That I'm, that's what we're supposed to do is take care of our children. But are we responsible if the mother doesn't do what she's supposed to do. My personal opinion, I think no. I think it's utterly ridiculous. This woman has spent, she has 18 years, $8 million. Listen, I've paid child support for a long time, right? And so if I did what I was doing for 50 years, my baby mother would get 1.5 million, right? Over 50 years. This woman got $8 million. I can't even fathom that in my brain. Like, I can't. $8 million? And you mean to tell me you're homeless, sleeping on someone's couch? No, that doesn't seem to, Like, how does that work? I don't understand how that works. But my personal opinion, along with a couple of people that are on that post of mine, their opinions are the same. Girl, bye Felicia, all that good stuff that we say now. Like, what's your opinion? I'm curious, down in the comments, what's your opinion? How stupid? I mean, I even hate to say that about the queen, but it's just utterly retarded. And when women can say that you stupid by doing something like that, then you must really be on some stupid stuff. You're on a different level of crazy. And no, Nas, sir, if you're listening to this, no, no, she is on her own. If that baby was taken care of, I mean, I can see how some people can say, well, it's his lifetime job to take care of the child. And I totally agree with that. I think that he should, for the lifetime, take care of the baby, but his job isn't to take care of the baby's mother. His job is to take care of the child. That's what that is what the law says. And for this woman to have $8 million to come through her hands in 18 years and you didn't invest one dime? No, honey. I'm sorry. Miss, where's her name? I can't think of her name now. It's on the post. Hold on, let me get that. Miss Carmen Bryan. Miss Carmen Bryan, Queen, you are on your own. I'm sorry. And you are on your own, and any woman like you is on your own. The subject of child support is one of those things that will, if you want to send a man into a tizzy real quick, talk about child support. Okay? Because some of us are paying too much. Some of us are paying too little. I mean, I look at some of the cases now to where there are young men. Me personally, I just give you a little bit of me. I was paying $300 plus a month, for 2 kids. My oldest and my youngest girls. Three and some change a month. No, I'll take it back. 3 and some change a pay period. So it was twice a month. So I was paying $600 a month for child support for my 2 girls. And, that tends to get tight on a brother's wallet. Stuff starts getting short, you know what I'm saying? And those are automatic garnishments. It's not like I voluntarily gave $600. They took it out of my check and garnished. So $600 a month for child support. And there are some of these young men that are running around here right now that are paying for 2 children $20 a month, $40 a month. I'm like, what? How do we get here? How do we go from that exorbitant amount of money a month that I was paying, and not just me, it's a lot of other men that are getting the hack job too, but you're paying all this money a month, and then you got these young bucks who are paying $20, $40 a month for 2 kids, and then got the nerve, the audacity to complain that they have to pay $40 a month for child support. First of all, men, get off that, because you're gonna pay that child support. You're really gonna pay a child support. Who is texting me? Let's see who this is. And so I feel bad for the young lady. I do. But if you weren't wise in your decisions, if you wasn't wise in your choices, then I'm not sure whose fault that is. It's not Nas's fault for sure. Should he pay your bills too and pay your way? No. He did his commitment. He took care of his baby for 18 years, paid you $8 million to do so. If you didn't invest, if you didn't take, because I don't know a woman that's I don't know a woman that's receiving child support that don't take a piece of the child support money and do something for herself. I'm sure in this case, there is, she took some money to get her hair done or her nails done or something. I don't know a woman that's walking the planet that's going to take $8 million through their hands and not do anything for themselves. That's crazy talk to me. So if that's the case, if you took a piece of her money that was supposed to be used to take care of her, if you took a piece of her money to do anything outside of that, then you could have took a piece of that money and invested. You could have put that baby some stocks. You could have put that baby in, pay for her college off the bat. There's no way. And you still put something aside for you to where that way you learn to survive. Here's the problem that I have is that so many women are dependent, not saying all of them, but most of them are dependent on that. And they refuse to do anything outside of that. So they always feel like that money is going to be there. They always feel like that he is going to take care of you because you had a kid together. That's not the case. That's not the case. Y'all had a kid together. That was the government law ruling. They told you that we had to pay you. Okay, cool. Well, not pay you, but to be responsible for our children. That's the law. But ladies, listen to me. Don't get to the point to where you feel like you don't have to do anything. This woman had 18 years. I'm sure she could have put up a trade, went to school, got a degree, something. I'm gonna need for that young lady to readjust her crown. I don't know what's going on here, but it's crazy, dog. And this little girl, not only that, this young queen is seeing what's going on with her mother. And I'm hoping that she's teaching her daughter that, there's other ways to do this outside of waiting for a guy to pay my way. Wrong. No, that's not how it goes. That is not how it goes. And I just feel bad for the daughter. I feel bad for the daughter. I feel bad for the mom, not so much. You know what I'm saying? Because she should have done better. The old saying goes, if you know better, you'll do better. So let's see. I got another comment on here. Let me see. Another one of my friends said, "It's over. Get a job. The money was for his mother to take the child until she turned 18. Now he can help his daughter go to college, but he owed mom nothing. Looked like she took advantage of the child support for her needs. Knew it was going to start one day." Maybe she, you know what? Again, from another woman who says, "It's your fault, Miss Lady. It's your fault that you should have been more on your game. You should have been able to teach her. This is how we do this." Now, Nas, I'm sure, like I said earlier, he's going to take care of his daughter. That's his first priority. He'll take care of the daughter. Taking care of the mother is not in the cards. It wasn't in the contract. He's going to take care of his daughter, and I'm sure he's going to pay for her college. I'm sure he's going to take care of her, buy her first car, whatever. And I just don't understand what in the world she did with $8 million. $8 million. What in the world would she? Oh, Father, Jesus. I just don't know. That thing make my soul itch. You understand me? That makes my soul itch. Like, what's going on? But anywho, I digress. But I'm going to end it here. I just wanted to bring that up. It was just so funny that I ran across this particular post and I was like, you know what? Let me talk about that today on Headline Monday. Headline Monday on my podcast. So it's like, let's go. And that was kind of like the one thing I said. is the most retardedest thing I've ever heard. And I know it's not a word, but retardedest thing I've ever heard. Let me get one more comment before, because I got a male comment this time. Let's see. Oh no, you shared it. I thought you commented. Oh, that was just crazy. But anyway, ladies, do not depend on a man to do what you need to be doing. Do not do that. Okay? If you are being paid child support, once that child turns 18, unless that man is still obligated by law to pay back pay or whatever, don't expect for that man to continue to take care of you. If you're like me, and what I did with my daughter was, when she got to the age to where she got the little debit card with the money on it, I called her up and say, hey, if you need me for anything outside child support, you contact me. I don't want to have to, I love your mother, I respect your mother because she's your mother, but I don't have to deal with her now that you're of age. A lot of men like that. And now I can deal with my daughter straight ahead and not have to worry about dealing with my mama. I'm just saying, it's kind of how it works. Okay? So ladies, do not depend on a man to take care of you, man. Look, that's something that you should have been taught from birth. I know a lot of women who are strong and independent, and they're gonna rock this thing until the wheels fall off all by themselves. They're not gonna worry about no man, child support. I know women that refuse to put their man on child support because they knew that they didn't want to live like that. Not that child support's a bad thing. The way the government run it sometimes a little bit wacky, but still. And there's strong, independent women out here that's going to take care of their children regardless of whether that man's there or not and paying child support or not. But in this case, nah, sir, you paid your $8 million dues, brother. She is on her own. That's just my opinion. Those are mine opinion. So I want you guys to thank you for joining me for the Common Sense Show TV podcast and video on YouTube. I really appreciate y'all. Make sure you comment. YouTube viewers, please go ahead and like the post, subscribe, and make sure you hit the blue bell or the bell to get notifications every time a new video pops up. My guys on audio podcast on Anchor and iTunes, thank you for listening. I really appreciate y'all. Make sure you share this out to your friends and family, and we're gonna have a great Monday. All right, peace.